everyone, welcome to part 2 of my vanilla fragrance series. Today we are mostly shining the spotlight on easy to wear, light vanilla scents that are guaranteed to put a smile on your face. So get ready to discover some mood boosting, feel good fragrances. So I'd like to start with Imperium by Electimuss. Imperium, if you haven't smelled it, is a beautifully sparkly and effervescent, lightly citrusy, aromatic vanilla fragrance with some floral woody nuances. It opens with fresh, zingy and invigorating burst of bergamot and fresh coriander, and there's this fresh, clean energy and liveliness about the opening, which is adding this feel-good, uplifting wow factor to the blend. It then starts to mellow down and warm up to bring this floral bouquet of neroli, tuberose, rose, lily and jasmine to the front. There's amber, musk, vanilla, guyakwood, oud and patchouli. The sparkliness continues through to the dry down, and the dry down is this beautiful, sweet, warm, ambery, woody, vanillic and musky experience. If you're a person who doesn't like oud, this is an excellent choice to try out, because to me the oud here is kind of non-existent or blended beautifully with the other notes and accords in a way that it stays in the background just to give strength to the composition. It's a very clean smelling fragrance, very easy on the nose. It'll fill your senses up with this mood boosting, vibrant and aromatic burst of pleasure and take you on this blissful journey of desire and delight. It's like taking a walk in a meadow with your most favorite person in the whole world, reminiscing your past, looking forward to a future together, talking about things that matter, talking about things that make your bond even stronger than it is. It's so nostalgic, takes me down the memory lane to some very good times. Creamy and woody, somewhat green in a very bright way. It's a stylish, confident, elegant and insanely beautiful composition and a must try, highly recommended. Outstanding performance, lasts all day and projects beautifully. This would make such a beautiful wedding day scent, in my opinion. This is Imperium by Electimuss. So the next on the list is Vanilla Diorama by Dior. One of my favorites from Dior Privé collection, besides Ambre Nuit and Gris Dior, Vanilla Diorama is a spicy, ambery, boozy, aromatic, woody, vanillic fragrance with a subtle powderiness and a bit of citrusiness. Every time I've worn it, I've enjoyed it thoroughly, and it's a compliment magnet in my experience. The citruses are making an appearance with orange and lemon. Then there's pink pepper, rum, cocoa, cardamom, bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood and patchouli. There's a lightness and a delightful sparkliness about it. It's a perfumey vanilla, if that makes any sense. It doesn't come across as a gourmand to me. It's warm, boozy, ambery, woody with vanillic sweetness in a more designer style, but a refined and upscale designer style vibe. And I love it. Moderate longevity and creates a lovely scent bubble around you. This is Vanilla Diorama by Dior. Next, I have Ani X by Nishane. Ani X is a fragrance that exudes charm and sophistication. It's a complex composition that delights the senses with its versatile character. It's a citrusy, spicy vanilla that opens with a burst of vibrant and spicy and fruity notes, including bergamot and lemon, adding that zesty, citrusy freshness. There's ginger that brings a spicy and warm undertone to it, and pink pepper introducing that subtle hint of spiciness. There's honeydew melon adding very soft, watery fruitiness, and then there's cardamom adding that fresh, aromatic spiciness. There's also lavender, sage, green apple, blackcurrant, rose, patchouli, cedarwood, cashmere wood, vanilla, ambergris, white musk and sandalwood. So it's an aromatic, zingy, zesty, spicy, fruity, woody, ambery, musky vanilla fragrance that's rich but at the same time very airy. It's warm and creamy with a lot of depth and complexity that creates a sensual foundation that lingers on the skin, leaving a memorable trail. Impressive performance in terms of longevity and sillage with a beautiful and noticeable trail, again without overwhelming the senses. On the skin, this fragrance can last up to 10 hours or more, making it an excellent choice for those who desire a scent that lasts throughout the day and into the night. This is Ani X by Nishane. So the next on the list is Fire at Will by Jovoy. It's for people who are always on a hunt for a new vanilla scent. This one is a vanilla bomb. It's a sugary, syrupy, purely vanillic scent with brown sugar, some floral, some powdery and ambery, musky touches. You can smell the mimosa, which is beautiful here, and the powderiness can be attributed to mimosa as well, which is pulling very softly floral, lightly powdery and a little honeyed. It's a gourmand, but it's not a heady or a sickly sweet kind of fragrance, Perhaps it's the vetiver that keeping it from smelling too gourmandish. It's quite airy and fluffy and has a cloud-like lightness to the texture, but still has depth. In fact, it sits somewhere in the center of heavy and light experience. It's quite balanced in its note structure, so not too thick or too light. There's vanilla in top and also in the heart, so there's a lot of vanilla. That's why I said it's a vanilla bomb. Vanilla here will remind you of Tihota by Indult, but it's not the same. And the brown sugar here is very prominent. You can smell the burnt or toasted sugar together with the vanilla, both mutually complementing. Mood boosting and uplifting for vanilla lovers, gourmand lovers, lasts all day and projects beautifully. Perfect for colder weather, unisex fragrance, not unique but a well-rounded, beautiful and a delicious fragrance. Excellent on its own, and because the performance is so good, you can layer it with something that's not lasting on you, or with something you blind bought but don't enjoy as much, or simply just to experiment what other perfumes may smell like mixed with vanilla. This is Fire at Will by Jovoy. The next on the list is Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. This one could have been in my dark vanilla list as well, actually. For me, this is one of the OG vanillas that screams holiday spice and festivity and cold weather with rich and warm spices, dried fruits, tonka beans, cocoa, tobacco, woods, and of course vanilla. I've said this before that I find it to be like a toasty warm blanket on a cold day, perfect around the house or facing the elements, being out and about in the crispy cold weather. With its cozy and smooth, spicy vanillic blend with tobacco, it's such a good choice to wear on a breezy day if you are going to be out and about. Every time there is a gust of wind, you get such beautifully warm, spicy vanillic whiffs. It's also one of my top all-time favorite vanillas and all-time favorite tobacco fragrances. If I film a video about tobacco fragrances, this will definitely be there. Tobacco is one of my top favorite perfume notes. Lasts on the skin almost all day. Towards the end of the day, it's more of a skin scent, but I can still smell it. If I spray it on my clothes, it stays on all day, no problem, with, I would say, a moderate projection. Absolutely amazing. This is Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. Next on the list is Tihota by Indult. So it's essentially a pure and simple, sweet and straightforward vanilla with some musky and some powdery quality. The nose behind this is Francis Kurkdjian. One of the best vanillas out there, a powerful vanilla that gives you both pleasure and performance. It's like an expert in its field, knows its job and performs it to absolute perfection. It has the highest grade Tahitian vanilla, cane sugar, almond milk cocoa, tonka bean, white musk, amber. It's the most natural smelling vanilla, smells like freshly baked delicious vanilla dessert. I've said this before that it smells like the most vanillic vanilla and makes your surroundings smell like vanilla. This is a vanilla that performs against all odds. It's deep and rich but with a lightness, and this fluffy cloud-like feeling doesn't feel overpowering or obnoxiously sweet. The vanilla here is a warm and mood-boosting kind vanilla that makes you happy. If you like vanilla, this will make you happy. The musk is clean and airy. It's a beautiful fragrance. Performance is fantastic with excellent longevity and a beautiful sillage. Sweet, cozy, warming, enveloping, comforting, uplifting. This is Tihota by Indult. Next up, I have Silky Woods by Goldfield and Banks. Silky Woods is a sensual, luxurious fragrance that to me opens with a captivating blend of saffron and cinnamon, creating an exotic and warm introduction. The heart of fragrance reveals the beauty of oud, which is very clean, very modern and very woody oud, combined with suede, ylang-ylang and jasmine, adding floral elegance and layers of creaminess to the blend. But what truly sets Silky Woods apart is its base. The dry down is a luxurious mix of Australian sandalwood, incense, musk, vanilla and tobacco leaf. These notes come together to create a dry and yet silky smooth finish that lingers on the skin, enveloping you in a cocoon of warmth and sensuality. It's a very balanced, dry, woody, spicy, ambery vanilla heaven. It's a woody gourmand and it smells like abundantly delightful and sensual vanilla with smoky tobacco, soft suede, and a very pleasant oud. It's sweet, spicy, powdery, leathery, woody, and musky. Very luxurious, very sensual, and a very addictive fragrance that starts off strong and dries down to this sophisticated, cozy, and comforting experience. Longevity is excellent, lasting up to 8 hours or more on the skin, and it has a moderate sillage and leaves a beautiful trail without being overwhelming. If I spritz this in the morning, its captivating aroma still fills my bedroom and the nearby staircase with a bold presence by the time I return home. It's that potent in a very sexy way. It's one of my top choices for a party or a special event. So whether you are heading to a formal event, a romantic dinner, a night out, or simply want to feel happy and luxurious throughout the day, Silky Woods is a versatile fragrance that adapts to any setting. Next on the list is Lira by Xerjoff. Xerjoff Lira is a sweet, citrusy, floral vanillic delight. It opens with a refreshing blend of bergamot, blood orange, and a hint of lavender. Then there's floral notes with licorice leading to a sweet, cozy gourmand base composed of caramel, musk, and vanilla. This exquisite fragrance is a blend of fresh and warm spices, citruses, and delectable gourmand elements. The dry down unveils a stunning caramel vanilla that creates an irresistibly addictive scent bubble. It can be worn solo or layered with other fragrances, enhancing heavier scents like leather, tobacco, or oud by adding a bright, uplifting touch. It exudes warmth, comfort, and playfulness, making it a joyous scent, a mood boosting scent. The performance is moderate, lasting around 6 hours on the skin, so I prefer to spray it on my clothes for extended longevity. But it's a very smooth, very happy, and an exceptional fragrance. It's beautiful. It's Lira by Xerjoff. Next, I have Escapade Gourmande by Maison Mataha. To describe this fragrance in a few words, it's a super cozy and yet airy, fluffy, marshmallowy, bouncy, cloud-like offering from Maison Mataha. It's a really delicious, really happy, joyful fragrance with vanilla, brown sugar, caramelized sugar, tonka bean, and musk blended together to create delicate, sweet, creamy, indulgent, comforting, and feel-good vanilla that gives the creme brulee vibes. It's a super delicious and a very addictive vanilla fragrance. It's sweet, it's ambery, it's musky, little powdery, warm, and a very smooth, buttery fragrance. But it's not cloying. Even though the notes may suggest that it's a heavy fragrance, it's not. It has a surprising lightness about it. Despite its rich notes, the softness and fluffy quality combined with the custardy undertone makes it so enjoyable and pleasant. It's a cozy wearing experience. Longevity is good, lasts almost all day with a soft to moderate sillage. This is Escapade Gourmande by Maison Mataha. So the last but not the least is Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. If you are seeking a fragrance that embodies sweet, vanillic, ambery gourmand accords, then this creation will captivate your senses from the very first spray. It's a concoction of caramel, honey, coumarin, vanilla, and white musk blended together to create a luscious and intoxicating fragrance. Its initial sweetness is immediately noticeable, giving off a caramelly, vanillary, and powdery sensation that feels deep and heavy. As the fragrance develops further, it maintains its addictive gourmand vibe, characterized by a dreamy, creamy texture that leans more towards creaminess than lactonic to me. The rich notes of vanilla and caramel dominate throughout the wear, with a subtle hint of honey that lingers in the background, adding a touch of warmth and comfort. This scent wraps around you like a warm hug, offering a sense of coziness and well-being. And although it starts off a bit powdery, the powdery aspect fades in the dry down, revealing a more linear and yet captivating and charming composition. The longevity and projection are both super good, making it a perfect choice for those who appreciate a scent that lasts and leaves a memorable impression. The comforting nature and the deliciousness of this scent makes it an irresistible addition to any fragrance collection. This is Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. So that's it for this video. Thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.